Attendez, parce que je me... Attendez, parce qu'il y a mon aide-soignant qui est pas... Est-ce que vous pouvez m'aider? Ouais, voilà. Parce que c'est de... Non, ah non,
visiblement, ça ne marche pas. Ah ouais. Père Patrick, vous n'avez pas perdu la main.
est-ce que vous pouvez couper le... Ah!
On va regarder un sujet sur la...
I don't know how many years on this earth I got left. I'm gonna get real weird with it.
Hey, Dad!
Don't judge me, this is art!
It looks like he may commit suicide. Suicide is badass.
Put a chick in it, make her gay!
What the fuck is that? Bigfoot. Oh man, look at him.
Come on, you motherfucker! Oh, shit! God damn it! Same shit, different day!
One last thing. If you have any drugs or any alcohol, give me some.
So everybody catch that. If you have any drugs or any alcohol, give me some.
No, give me some.
I already had some, but I could always use more.
I need some.
Yeah, we're here primarily to have fun. If we
Yeah.
entertain people along the way, great. That is, if anybody will show up. But, okay. Yeah, and we're gonna cover some, for the most part, anti-woke stuff. All these woke sicko motherfuckers trying to corrupt everything, and we're like shining a light on them. I mean, that's like shining a light on a fucking roach. You're just gonna make it scurry away. I mean, but I'm not about to advocate for offing them. I can't do that.
Yes.
Now. Yeah, I can't. Shouldn't do that.
Oh, I seen some of the crap that comes from them, and it is sick. It's, ugh.
Ain't that the damn truth? But, if you shine a light on them, they go running.
But
You can say that again.
He's got the black pug. Its name is Wicket, like with the ending with a T. Wicket.
Yeah.
Wicket.
The
something like
Ewok.
He wants some attention.
Okay, first and foremost, before we get into all the fun stuff, all the woke stuff, there is definitely something of importance we should discuss. Okay, everybody read that?
Oh.
Yeah.
They
Oh my God.
they say Putin like he's Putin all the time, but I like to say Putin because like Rasputin. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
Putin takes his nuclear threats to a new level, but Ukraine's allies say they aren't rattled. Now, I don't know if this article mentions it or not, but or this video clip I'm about to play here. But Putin, however you want to say it, he said that if the U.S. authorizes Ukraine to use long-range missiles, that he will declare it as a threat and he will authorize nuclear against Ukraine and any allies. This could very well be Biden or, the Democratic powers still in power trying to start a war to keep Democrats in power. This could very well be that. And
But
that could mean literally World War III.
But the thing is what those idiots do not understand is if there's nobody left, who cares if they're in power?
Yeah, they're just gonna run off to another country with all their money. Okay.
The-
This makes me think of War Pigs, you know, the lyrics to War Pigs. I am
Yeah.
not good at recalling lyrics, even when I'm hearing the song, but okay. Can you recite what I'm talking about?
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses, evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's
Now,
construction.
can you think of the end part?
I'm thinking.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
it's not coming to my mind.
I forgot the last part of the song.
Yeah. Give me a minute. I'm looking it up.
But
Since we all have shit memories.
Oh,
but
I
don't
think
they?
it's like Satan laughing spreads his wings.
But don't they know the horrific? Well, of course they know the
Okay.
horrifics of war.
This one. Politicians hide themselves away. They only started the war. Why should they go out to fight? They leave that all to the poor. Yeah. Time will tell on their power minds, making war just for fun, treating people like pawns in chess. Wait till judgment day comes. Yeah. That's the line.
Well, this has happened time and time again, and that is what the song says. And I guess it can
Well,
just as
okay.
easily.
It happens to other countries a lot, and that's usually because America's doing it. But it doesn't happen to America that much. And okay, everybody's like, so what if Russia's mad? They're allied with China. Do you realize the powers that China has, military-wise, plus the financial power they have over America? The way they can cripple us?
I understand. China is huge, way bigger than anyone ever thought.
If we were cut off from China, that would put us back in the 1980s, technology-wise.
Yeah, it would do so much damage that the United States couldn't recover very well at all.
We would have to be working on old hardware because nothing new would be being made for America.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody knew what to do.
For the foreigners out there is confused, this is North America. We just say America like we're the only one. Number one.
Yeah.
It's more like American. Number one.
But yeah, the Democratic Party, they don't know what they're doing. They think they know what they're doing, but they really don't know.
Talk about playing with fire. They're playing with nuclear fire.
Yeah.
They never know what they're doing. Let's be honest.
Do you know how those bombs could decimate us? And okay, here's the thing. I think, unless I'm mistaken, and I could be, but I think decimate means reduce by 10, make us a tenth of what we are. And nuclear power could very well do that. Now, they could bomb near plants with nuclear power, which would set off a chain reaction. There's so much more that could be done, but you know, I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. I'm just gonna go ahead and play this 2-minute video clip.
Serious warning to U.S. embassy staff in Kyiv, just days after Russia launched its largest airstrikes on Ukraine in months. The U.S. embassy closing its doors and telling employees to shelter in place, saying it has specific information of a potential significant air attack in the city today. Overnight, Ukraine's grinding land battle with Russia will be bolstered by more U.S. arms. The Biden administration approving the supply of landmines, a controversial weapon. It's another major U.S. policy shift after the White House allowed Ukraine to use long-range missiles inside of Russia, a move President Biden long resisted. Ukraine quickly firing 6 U.S. missiles across the Russian border for the first time. Moscow saying it intercepted 5 of the missiles and firing back with a message unmistakably directed at Ukraine and the US, saying it may now use nuclear weapons if attacked by a non-nuclear country allied with a nuclear state. Russia's foreign minister at the G20 summit in Brazil.
We are strongly in favor of doing everything not to allow nuclear war to happen.
NBC's Courtney Kuby speaking overnight with Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin at a summit in Laos.
No, I don't see an indication that there's an imminent intent to use nuclear weapons.
President Zelensky asked last night by Fox News what would happen if the new Trump administration cuts funding to Ukraine.
If they will cut, I think we will lose. Of course, anyway, we will stay, we will fight.
And now supplying landmines to Ukraine suggests a determination to hold the battle lines until President-elect Trump arrives. Ukraine, Hoda, has always insisted it would not do a deal without the return of its territory by Russia. Hoda.
All right, Keir Simmons for us on that. Keir, thank you.
Okay, so Biden's been sitting on his old decrepit ass for 4 years, and now he's like, blow him up.
Yeah, this is
I think we can all figure out what this is about.
Yeah, this is just a political move on his part. He don't give a shit about them people at all.
Of course, he wants to stay president longer.
It's funny, they want us to think that Russia is not a threat, but Iraq and Iran was, when they didn't really have an army and they, not a military, and they didn't have all the gear. You see how we're manipulated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is I had read
ass destruction. They got Diddy.
Oh God. I had read
Diddy
where
bomb.
I had read where Trump is wanting he's wanting them to hold off on doing anything until he gets to be president, because he's putting together peace caucus basically for the Ukraine and Russia to speak together. So that's what I read. I mean, I don't know how true that is, but that's what I read.
This, other than the fact that we might be going to some world type war, I don't believe that America has any business butting in all these other countries and telling them what to do. And then, for that matter, supplying them with money we don't have. They're basically printing money for them.
Yeah, I know. When people here can't hardly buy groceries or anything, and they're footing the bill for this war over in the Ukraine, that's bullshit.
And I know a lot of you out there be like, free medical, that's communism, that's socialism. Okay, you need to get your mind out of the gutter. And what I mean by gutter is the extreme of it. The only way that, whether it be socialism, capitalism, the only way any of it is a bad system is who's running it, how it's ran. I know there's a lot of people like, damn communist and and socialist, and they're living on their social security check, living nice in Florida or whatever the case may be. Not all things you don't have to like, bam, I'm extreme on this side and fuck anything even kind of associated. No, you need to let your mind thrive. That's a real gutter way of thinking, and you might not like to hear that, but think it through, fuel it through. Consider every walk of life.
It's horrifying to think one day everything's good, everything's great, and the next day you're just going to war because some rich politicians decide we want to fight. That's just a horrifying thought.
Well,
isn't it?
That's society for you. I mean, once you are governed in your modern day society, there's some liberties you trade over. It don't matter who you vote for. You don't control their actions after they're in office. For that matter, they're just puppets with a puppet master telling them what to do. And then, it keeps going up, and the person above them and the person above them, and so on. Sometimes it's all about money. Other times it's about the long plan for power.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if I wanted to get way off in the deep end, I would say dumbing down the citizens and, for that matter, psychological forms of birth control, such as going, you can all be girls and we'll play along.
Yeah.
And all the boys losing their testosterone and having an overdose of estrogen, and they're like, no, we don't know why. I guess it's just natural.
Yeah.
Fuck, no, it's not. I grew up with all kinds of freaks that if they felt like a woman, they'd be in your face with it. And,
All of
and
this
it
is-
just didn't so much happen.
All of this
Well-
is so sad and so true.
I honestly believe it. They want to keep everybody sick, and they want to keep everybody stupid because they're easier to control that way. That's what I think.
God knows I'm sick all the time. Well, not like sick all the time, but not feeling like I should feel all the time. And I think it's the water. I think it's the food. I
Yeah.
think it's everything.
I think that these younger people don't understand how fucking great people felt, say, in the 90s and before. And, you know, we worked harder, we lived harder, you know, so much more full of life than you'll find out of people today. You'll find healthy people today, but they don't have that lust for life, that crazy drive, you know.
Well,
I
it's,
understand.
it's been basically mentally beat out of them. You know, people are afraid to do much of anything. That's just the truth of it. They're scared,
Okay.
or most people are.
Here we have what seems to be several dozens of financial advisors warn corporate America that DEI initiatives are a liability. Now, I don't know. They said dozens. There's probably a lot more than that, but at least there's an inkling of big money interests now that are telling the media, knock that shit off. It's not making money. So if nothing else, this is a start.
This is a good thing.
Yay!
Okay.
We're winning.
I wouldn't say that, but anyway. Dozens of financial advisors warn corporate America that in the wake of Donald Trump being elected the 47th president of the United States, that diversity, equity, and inclusion policies are now a liability. Now, there's a lot to read here, and I'm probably not that good of a reader, but I'm going to muddle through it anyway. An open letter urging corporations to get rid of DEI departments and policies. The financial advisor who collectively manage over $16 billion in assets declared this November the American electorate overwhelmingly rejected the ideological takeover of political and civil life by narrow-minded identity politics. Yeah, follow that, narrow-minded identity politics, and that's true. Critical race theory, which is, you know, CRT in short, which, yeah, looking at that crap, that's mind-blowing. And diversity, equity, and inclusion DEI purport to promote belonging and inclusion, but in reality sacrifice true diversion and equal opportunity by focus only on differences based on skin color, sex, or religious status. Okay. Like I said, I'm not the best reader, but read over this last part and you could decipher what they're trying to say there.
Yeah.
DEI says it's belonging and inclusion, but in reality sacrifices true diversity and equal opportunity by focusing only on differences based on skin color, sex, or religious status.
That's what we've been saying.
They reject, well, Christians in particular, but I'm sure certain others too. They reject straight people, white people in particular. And yeah, that includes the skin color. That's the whole gambit there. They are actually promoting racism. They are all kinds of isms.
Yeah,
you know,
they are.
Sexism, ageism, you know, so on.
Yeah, I mean, they're just silly with it, you know?
When was the last time you seen them with a DEI project with a straight white Christian person in the lead role. When was the last time you seen that?
You don't.
Yeah. You just don't. And I don't know what were they thinking?
I don't know, but whoever told them that was a good idea needs to be slapped. I mean, really.
They do really. Oh. Is your mic okay, Phoenix?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, we can hear you now.
It says there, next they warned it is now a liability for any institution to adherence to DEI ideology. Recent Supreme Court decisions have cast serious doubt on the legality of DEI, which has led to a full-scale legal assault on DEI, according to the Wall Street Journal. The data underlying the push for DEI have been exposed as overstated at best, or worse, downright false. And yes, most of what they do is technically legal, but they have not. The law is not being enforced onto them.
Oh, the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court's getting involved. That's a very good thing. Maybe it'll take them down a notch or two. I'm tired of hearing it all.
So they're getting into some big trouble now?
I wouldn't say that. It's just become a more obvious push to not do DEI. They won't get away with it as easily as they have been.
Yeah, see, DEI, they don't want diversity, they want conformity. And who really wants conformity?
Oh, no, that's not even conformity.
That was actually a good way of putting it. What they're actually after is conformity. And yeah, I think you really hit on something there.
Well, to me, it's not. In actuality, it's not conformity. It's ostracizing everything that is not like they are. And if you don't,
okay,
you know,
yeah, but I think what if like you're actually straight, they want you to play along like you're not. I think that's what you know. That after, since they can't off you, you know, knock you off, is like they at least want you to play along and you know, be like, I'm a happy one of you too.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I was gonna use the word, but I didn't.
Yeah, don't use the word. We're in YouTube today.
We gotta do our little dance.
But
91% of scored companies rely on concepts like CRT, critical race theory, in their employee training materials. Furthermore, it revealed that nearly 6 in 10 scored companies, 58%, currently impose DEI requirements on their vendors.
Well, we know that's true because look at the games they're pumping out right now on the.
You know, here's what's funny. They'll have a website dedicated to advertising it, what they do and how they're proud of it. But then when somebody goes, hey, they're doing this, they try to hide it. Makes sense of that now.
Yeah.
I thought they were supposed to be proud of what they were doing. Why
That's
would
like
they
when
hide it?
the Sweet Baby hid their client list, you know. Like,
Yeah.
no, you can't see what games we're working on anymore. Like, whoa. First of all, you said you didn't really do anything. In that case, why'd they hire you? You know. And secondly, aren't you proud of your work?
Yeah, I mean, if you're a creator like that and that's what you're doing, what in the world is this?
Okay.
I don't know.
Businesses don't just exist to make a profit. Business leaders and investors act out of strong desire to improve people's lives and better the human condition, the letter stated. But a failure to properly communicate the virtue necessary for the proper functioning of capitalism, embodied in the fictional Gordon Gekko and his mantra, greed is good, can foster a perception of a moral vacuum. And it is exactly this kind of practice that allowed ideologies like DEI to infiltrate corporations in the first place. Now that might be kind of dense to get through.
That makes sense.
But you know, them saying we're not just in business to make a profit or, you know, make a good game in this case, but we want to improve lives. Well, then things come in like improve how and by what standards and what belief system. You know, it shouldn't be we're gonna change your life too. So, you know, then that allows for them to go, we're gonna change it like this with all this LGBTQ-ness on it.
How improving lives.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I'm bi, and I can't stand the LGBTQ community. I can't stand it. To me, it is the biggest load of horse shit I ever seen in all my days.
Around them, a horse can't shit. They got stuff up there too much.
Think about
it. They promote, you know, they promote in some cases minor attracted people maps. If you've heard that.
Oh my God.
And in other cases, they're pushing furries, which you know, for some of them, they're so into it that they really like the furry stuff.
Don't listen. Phoenix, tell your dog not to listen.
Don't listen.
Okay, you can be gay. That's all right. But when you're
I can't.
crazy about...
Look, I can't be gay. I couldn't if I tried. I would
I would
literally rather scoop up raw dog shit, fresh demon file, and eat it than to touch a mill in that fashion.
No. Listen to me. If you're gay, that's all right. But when you get crazy about it with the weird LGBTQ crap and with the insanity of it, that's too much. They get nuts with it. They get scary nuts with it, and they scare me. And they.
Good God, Star, back off your mic a little bit.
Someone to tell them it's not a choice.
And the way they preach at people.
Okay, be quiet now. You cannot choose to be gay. You just can't.
No, you can't choose to be gay. I mean, like you can't choose to be straight. It don't work like that. You're either that way or you're not.
You can't choose to be white.
I think Star's drunk or something.
I mean, look. A white person can get a tan and braid their hair all day long. They're still a white person.
I'm not drunk. I might be buzzed, but I'm not drunk.
You sound kind of drunk. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Oh, my God.
Mute your mic if you're going to get tickled. There, we got some quiet. But, oh, my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I think in the beginning, the inclusion and diversity before it got crazy might have been a good idea because, you know, I can understand wanting to make things inclusive for everybody. But dear Lord, they just went off on the deep end with it, you know?
You know, when you're going in the beginning, what was that line? It was from the Bible, you know?
In the beginning, there was God.
And God was great or something like that, right?
Yeah. But yeah,
in the beginning, there was the gay and there was the straight.
Oh no.
One could fit objects into the other could not.
Oh.
Oh, it's not different than the Neanderthal and what was the other phrase?
Cro-Magnon, I think.
Yeah, whatever the case. You know, one was more intelligent and the other was bigger and stronger. Well,
yeah,
I highly doubt in the beginning there were gays, but let's assume for a minute there were. How would that make you rethink everything? Well, first of all, whether they originally were gays right off the bat or not, they seem to be multiplying like all the young ones are growing up now. It's like, I don't know what I want to stick it in. And they get a little older and it's like, I don't know what this is. I want to change it, you know, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
something is warping their hormones, apparently.
Yeah, I think so too. You know, I
Oh,
mean,
You know, you try to bring that up, they'll get mad as hell and be like, there's always been this many, and they hit it. I know better. I definitely, I so much know better.
yeah,
I've been around long enough to know better than that.
well, if that was true, back then there would have been less babies, wouldn't there been? Like, I mean, think about it. But now there is less babies.
Look, back then, you know, per 500 people, let's say, you had a gay person. And anybody else that was gay secretly or otherwise would end up hooking up with the known gay person. I mean, the point is, you know, they wanted what they wanted and they could only get it where they could get it. So it would kind of become known who all might have been that way.
yeah.
That makes
it was
sense.
a very small community.
Not like now where it's like, hey, we got a straight one in the class. What are we going to do with this one?
Yeah. I mean, because
But he's not prison. He's not anything. What are we going to do?
the DEI community would have you think that everybody in the free world is gay or trans. That's just not true.
It's like all these game developers. They're the same way. They're in such an echo chamber that they think it's everyone.
Yeah. And it's just not that way. So when they run into somebody that's not trans or gay or whatever, they don't know what to do with themselves. They really don't. And I think it scares them.
I believe I have not read this part yet. Before we get off into a great tangent on various other topics. The advisors let me try this again. The advisor then made it abundantly clear that they expect corporations to distance themselves from DEI and highly divisive groups like the Human Rights Campaign, which bullies companies into adopting radical, wrong-headed, and reputational disastrous policies. And he's exactly right on that. The letter then made the choice these corporations have abundantly clear. It's a little oddly worded. You stand at an important crossroads. Either you can heed the voice of the American people, your shareholders, customers, and employees, or you could bow to the fringe activists who demand that you double down on a failing ideology. Okay, maybe I'm a little buzzed and I'm not reading clear and paying attention to what we're doing, but I'm here.
Note the word.
I'm here live to an audience of no one.
Note the words. Note the words. Scroll back up a little. Note the words that he used, though, that they used. Scroll back up just a little bit. Or the phrase that they used, or you can bow to fringe activists. Note that word, fringe. It's that they're saying that they're very few in reality. They're just blowing themselves up in order to make themselves appear bigger than what they are.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very true. There's more
So
common.
you mean like they're using a penis pump? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh Lord.
Oh, I'm tickled again. But in all seriousness, there's.
Oh God. No, anyway.
In all seriousness, there's more regular, just average day Joe game players than LGBTQ game players, as they think there are, like, you know what I'm trying to say, right?
What in the hell do you have on your head?
I found something.
Here's what he did.
What'd you say?
He hunted a raccoon
Shut
while
up.
I was
I'm trying to
talking.
hear what he said. What'd you say?
Look, how drunk is everyone?
I
I'm
found
not drunk
something.
at all.
It's hat time. It's hat time.
We have not drank anything tonight. We're sober.
Lies.
Going down in a blaze of glory.
Oh
I
God.
don't remember the words, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
You
Going down
guys
for the very last time.
That's terrible.
Shot down in a blaze. Fuck yeah, that
Oh
sucks.
Lord, have mercy.
I never drew first, but I drew first blood. I'm going down.
Call me young gun.
Oh, shut up. Oh God. Ugh.
Call me young good.
What are you doing?
Damn it, you brought out your pocket rocket.
What are you doing?
Oh. He likes it. He likes being on camera.
Yeah, I want to be an African samurai.
There is no such thing. There was no
Okay.
such thing.
On to the next here, which I believe I have none of it highlighted, but I'm going to read it anyway. Fuck it, do it live.
Yeah.
Fans disappointed by prospect of Sophie Turner's being cast as Lara Croft in Amazon Tomb Raider. Series suggests alternative franchise role. I just can't see it. Okay, this girl on the left was on Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
They're trying to make her into Lara Croft.
I don't see it. I
Don't
look
you
right
see
for
the
the role.
resemblance?
Why?
Not really.
I don't get why they would think she would be a good.
But I don't know how they do Lara Croft now, Tomb Raider, but I know originally she was like highly acrobatic, and I'm thinking, can this woman even do this stuff, or are they just gonna have to bring in a body double?
Probably a body double.
They need to have the body double take the role at that.
Oh, that's wrong.
What? What do you think I'm saying here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think maybe you're the dirty-minded one.
No, I'm not.
Because I don't have a fucking clue what you're implying. Okay,
But-
so apparently she was in the Dark Phoenix movie, which I've seen like a couple times, but I can't remember for nothing.
Oh,
It
I'm
wasn't
glad
good.
it's not just me. I can't
wasn't-
remember either.
It was not good. Yeah, can you tell she looks just like that? Oh, big square titties and all.
Those aren't square.
Well, they're not
They're
exactly round. They're kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, if you get hurt on the edge of somebody's tits, something's wrong.
I agree with that.
you do have a good point.
If you've seen someone that looked like that in real life, you would think she would have botched plastic surgery. I mean, am I wrong?
Deformed.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I just can't see her as Laura as an action star.
Some dumb fuckers like says makes me sad because I saw Karen Gillan in Jumanji and was like, that's Laura. So they wanted that redheaded woman who was on Doctor Who for a while, and then in the Jumanji movie, you know that woman.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, and she was in Guardians of the Galaxy too. Although she was all painted up. They wanted her as Tomb Raider. Now, I don't agree with that either, but it would have fit the role better than this woman.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think so too. But if she was in the role, I think she should have dyed her hair because Laura had her hair.
Well,
brownish.
originally, Lara Croft was
What?
British originally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. I
don't
never.
know. I just don't see this woman being a good Lara Croft.
Hey, you try to make me look stupid. I'm the only one with a hat on now.
Okay. I got a good one.
Don't put that thing on.
Oh no! Oh no! He's turning into a pug. Pug man.
Yeah. Motherfuckers gonna see me on here and be like, I bet he rides a horse. Got those spurs on his boots. It don't matter how I look, you know, if I cut my hair or, you know, whatever, clean shave, it don't matter. I'm me, and that's unmistakable, you know. Same thing gonna shine through.
But you know, I don't see it. No.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good number of other modern day actresses that could do the role better. It just does not add up.
Yeah. And she's got her features are too soft for Laura Croft. I mean, Laura Croft is an action character that's been out in the jungle and all this kind of stuff, you know.
They've been in the habit of redoing Laura Croft with every movie, cartoon, game. They're like, every time they were like, we're gonna change this and we're gonna change that, and that's just hurting the character, hurting the franchise.
Yeah, I think so too. To pick one and stick with it. That's like with Wolverine. I don't agree with the actor that plays Wolverine.
I picked the left one.
What?
I picked the left one.
The left one.
Oh God. Oh my God. I know what you're talking about now. Oh my goodness. That's what I get for not paying attention.
Okay. Moving on. Star Trek actor Anson Mount melts down, telling half of America F off and warning he will brainwash your children into transgenderism.
Oh,
you realize?
Oh, really?
Yes,
now?
Yes, he said this in a sarcastic way, but all the same, he said it. And if you don't realize it, this was the man that was in what was it called?
Hell on Wheels.
Hell on Wheels. This is the same man, and he is a liberal douche.
Well,
oh, that's a shame.
He drank the Kool-Aid.
I always liked his
celebrity meltdowns continue over the election of Donald Trump. While many of the Star Trek actors have fled to Threads or Blue Sky, Anson Mount, who plays Captain Christopher Pike in Strange New Worlds, is fighting with fans on X, telling half the country to F off rather than acting like a professional. Strange New Worlds is a prequel to the original Star Trek, following the adventures of Captain Pike and his crew. Okay. This is how some of it went down. Kyle Hunter, which I have no idea who that is. But he posted on X, Twitter. Memo to Hollywood: stop alienating half your audience. Anson Mount trying to get his much larger account to pile on the meteorologist. So I guess Kyle Hunter's a meteorologist. Posted the nasty message F off, which is like F asterisk asterisk asterisk, F, all right.
Yeah.
Oh. Obviously. Oh, there it is in print, on a picture. Yeah, I'm trying to play nice on this trying. Anyway, the instance of telling conservatives in America they're not welcome is eerily familiar to Doctor Who actor Nutty Chudy. This motherfucker, Nakuti. Nudie. Okay, who told Gatwa? Who told Doctor Who audience, don't watch, turn off the TV, go and touch grass, please, for the sake of God, after receiving criticism that the show was taking a hard turn toward identity politics. This motherfucker. Gatwa received his wish as Doctor Who's first season starring the black gay actor and received some of the lowest ratings in the history of the science fiction show.
Oh,
what is with all these science fiction actors being this way and doing these things? I mean, have they all lost their minds? And I've always liked the Hell on Wheels actor, and I thought he was pretty good, and now he's saying this bull crap.
Here's the thing. If you were in an environment where everybody echoed the exact same thing around you, it would be, before you know it, you would be believing in it as well. It's an echo chamber, and I don't like echo chambers on either side of the aisle. I like independent, critical thinking, which is rarely seen anywhere on either side. Now, regardless of that, what comes closer to hard fact and the truth is right now on the right side.
Yeah.
So I'm going to follow the truth no matter what side is on. The truth is the truth. Now, how people choose to believe and follow on the sidelines of that is not here nor there for me anyway.
Well, I mean, you get zealots on either side. It just so happens that the Democratic zealot is a lot more, I don't know, they're dangerous. You know, they're a lot more dangerous.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Oh, they are truly dangerous. There's been stories of them just attacking people, and I don't know what to say about that, in all honesty.
Okay, then start lying about it. Let's hear that.
Well, what? I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I
don't
believe,
fucking lie.
I do believe we have a visitor.
You could be like, one of those liberals snuck in my yard in the middle of the night and fucked my cat.
Ew.
But would it be a lie? Would it be a lie?
I don't know.
These days, you can't tell.
I don't know.
Yeah. Somebody's making all a rumpling noise, like.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he was saying, nah, Black Lives Matter was a totally peaceful movement. Well, I tend to call it Black Dicks Matter because it's usually run by a little blonde girl.
Yeah, we remember when we went in, let's see, where was it? We all saw that Black Lives Matter parade thing, march thing.
We weren't going to it. It was just like, oh, I gotta see what this is all about. I'm gonna see what they're gonna do, right? Pulled up, and then a fucking cop pulled up right next to us, like we come like we were gonna blow the place up or something.
Yeah.
Like, damn it, forgot my gear.
Yep, forgot our tools. But yeah, the parade was led by a little skinny blonde white girl with the rest of the people being black. And it's like, what the shit? This don't even fit. I mean,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Okay, I think my mic is fixed. I think.
He received pushback from many Star Trek fans, one of which said, off the blue sky with the rest of the whiny bitches. Celebrities, I'm guessing. Anson out doubled down with another insane quote tweet. If I did that, then I wouldn't be able to brainwash your children into transgenderism and perform the delicate data mining operation that will allow us to steal the next election for AOC and then force you into slavery with all the other white people. What the fuck is he thinking, you know?
What is he smoking?
He's making a lot of assumptions.
Isn't he white?
Yeah.
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 Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, oh my goodness. But isn't he white himself?
Yeah.
Why is he doing?
Last time I checked, he was white,
It's
unless
probably
he's got
because
that.
He's wrapping his lips around some black pole.
You know, maybe he's got that Marvel thing going. Like if he whistles hard enough, he'll turn black. Maybe he's whistling on the Marvel gods.
Okay. That didn't make any sense, but okay. Oh.
God damn, I shouldn't have come on here this fucked up, I'm telling you.
Nope.
Yeah.
I lost my vape when it was like a foot and a half from me.
You lost your vape? Oh
Yeah,
no.
like, and it was a foot and a half from me.
Are you sitting on it?
What?
Are you sitting on it?
No, I found it.
Where was it?
Huh? Oh, it's like 1.5 feet from my face.
Well, how the fuck did you lose it?
I don't know. The liberal did it. Damn it. Those fruity ass liberals came in and did it.
Oh my god. Oh. You better be careful or you lose it again.
Okay. I gotta figure out what the fuck I was doing again.
I don't know.
Okay, here's a semi-interesting topic. Can we also sue for the fight being rigged? Doom comes for Netflix following the greatest Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight controversy.
I cannot believe I wasted my time with that bullshit fight. I can't believe I did that.
Look, I'd fight Mike Tyson like that if I could get paid for it. So
I wouldn't. I would have my fucking head knocked off. I've fought semi-professionals. Those fuckers train hard and they will fuck you up.
If I'm fighting Mike Tyson, even if I lose, I'm gonna give it my all. I mean,
look, if he fakes it like he did in that fight, yeah, I could see it. You know, you're gonna be busted up, you're gonna live. But if he's not faking it like he did,
yeah. If someone makes the whole event about fighting each other and then do like that, I mean, that's just false advertising.
you know, after a while, if they're fighting each other, it's like, you know, stop hugging up on each other. We're gonna have to film this and charge people for it. You know, after a while, it's like, are they fighting? No, not really. Are they?
Yeah. I mean, did you see any of the clips where he's like feinting all of his punches pretty much? And
yeah,
he goes in the punch and stops. I mean,
in the first round, I seen where he started to kind of go off on
yeah, he charged
his
them.
opponent.
You know, starting right off, he charged out there like a bulldog.
Yeah, just the whole thing just rubs me the wrong way. I mean, it's just I don't know, it's just wrong.
It's just wrong. Too much men hugging, right?
Yeah. I mean, I watched it hoping for a real fight, but the fight before it was much better.
Okay. Michael Irvin, the NFL player from Dallas Cowboys, has spoken about the possibility of Mike Tyson being restricted during his fight against Jake Paul. He pointed out that Mike Tyson was hesitant and did not throw any of his brutal uppercuts. This led to more questions about the potential mystery clause in the contract that did not allow Tyson to perform his best. Even Colin, whatever, Cowherd, god damn, what a name, from the herd, yeah. Anyway, echoed these thoughts and implied that Tyson was restrained to avoid humiliation. Fans jumped on this bandwagon and pointed out moments from the fight where it seemed like Tyson was either holding back or Jake Paul was asking him to take it easy. However, these are just theories and no real evidence that the media has for now that would clear all of our doubts. But other glaring issues apart from the fighters' age gap is how poorly the stream service performed on the big day. Yeah, those fucking women fighting weren't hugging each other all too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that, I guess, but
To be honest,
silent now.
To be honest, I didn't quite watch the fight, so I don't have much to say on it. But Phoenix, I think you caught the fight. What do you have to say on it?
I think I can fight Jake Paul better than that. I mean, both of them are just gave up at the beginning pretty much, and it's disappointing.
Jake Paul isn't a chump. I mean, you know, by everyday people standard, he's not a chump.
Yeah,
but against people like Mike Tyson, he is a chump.
Yeah, I mean, if you give me like say a year to train and prepare, I think I could take that Jake Paul.
Are you insane?
you haven't really been in a real fight before. I don't think you know what you're saying.
You don't know what you're saying at all, Phoenix. At all.
In a good
I
fight,
don't think you could face him. I'm sorry.
in a good fight, you know, we're hey, I'm talking where both of you are giving it your all. You're gonna be sore for a month after it.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll start saying.
Everybody started lagging at once, and I couldn't hear or see anything. I'm sorry. The screen just went black. But what I was saying is that guy looked pretty buff, and I think it would have been difficult for you to fight them.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
liquid courage.
I've been in fights, like too many street fights, but I've been in, you know, fights against trained people too. And it is never how you think it is. You could find the biggest, you know, chump looking fucker out there, and you'll get your ass whooped up and down and left and right, and you won't know what happened.
That is
Yeah, every fight's definitely taking a chance, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, these people, they have conditioned their bodies to handle it better, and you know that takes years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. However, someone has taken matters into their own hands and decided to sue Netflix for this mishap. A Florida man, and of course it's a Florida man, has filed a $50 million class action lawsuit against Netflix.
$50 million?
Yeah, I take it. The main conditions are you actually watched or attempted to watch the fight on Netflix, and you have an active subscription to Netflix in your name. In which case is not true for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very true. But he's expecting to win this lawsuit?
Yeah, that's a bit much. I mean, okay, well, it was a big event and everybody was trying to watch it. You're already paying Netflix for a service, and they provide that service for that amount. You're not going to win that because of, you know, some outages.
Yeah, I mean,
it would have been nice. It would have been nice if they'd gave an alternative streaming source in the least.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, that's a lawsuit that I doubt that man will win at all. I just doubt it.
They really should have gave another source to watch that on, because everybody watching the same thing on the same streaming channel, that definitely would have failed. Like something like YouTube would have worked, or Hulu, anything else.
You know, I'm thinking I'm gonna quit doing streaming in this format, because we all have to set up our shit, and it's like we gotta do it on this time. We can't have distractions. We gotta, you know, blah 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 blah, and sit very uncomfortable for an hour or two, thinking about, you know, just putting a fucking camera up. And since all of us, we're in the same place.
Yeah,
we'll just meet up in one place, like sit at a table and talk, because doing like this, you're constricted, you're uncomfortable, you know. So that's what does everybody think on that?
I like that idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I like it.
Of course, the camera quality and probably the sound quality is going to be shit. Now there is that to go along with that concept.
Oh yeah.
Now, it would not be if I had the money for a great setup, but I don't.
Well, maybe if we can get some donations or whatever, eventually we could get better cameras and stuff.
Fuck, we're not gonna get shit out of anybody. Let's be real about that.
Well, always hope.
We do this for us first and foremost. Hey, shut that electronic bitch up in there. We do this for us first and foremost. If people want to come and join in the fun, they can. And if not, well, fuck you to you too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that idea of us sitting all around the table talking and stuff like that. It makes it more fluid.
Fluid. Ew, that sounds nasty. Fluid. Getting fluid everywhere. Okay, now. Geoff Keighley, I don't know how to say his name, but this person tries to trademark the Game Awards. Might cause issues for Stuttering Craig's The Real Game Awards show. Now, I've watched that Stuttering Craig's, I can't recall what his channel's called now, but it's not that. Yeah, I watched that. And it's not particularly exciting. I mean, he's just, he's got his ball cap, he's clean cut, and he sits there like very dull and talks, right? And he's got this, this girl on the show, and she sits there and talks. I think we get a lot more exciting than they do. Oh, yeah, he's got
I have no doubt.
Dependable Daxonar here. Side scrollers. Yeah, I watched that show. It does not particularly excite me. It's like, I usually watch a little bit and go, I can't take any more of this, close it. I believe we're more entertaining than that because one reason we get on here half lit.
Yeah.
Half lit, full lit. Either way, we're about to go off. Kaboom, and I passed out. Drooling. That's because I'm a cowboy.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Horse I ride.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Whoa.
Dead or
alive.
Oh, God, help me. No. Help me, Jesus.
With a 6-string on my back. I play it for keeps because I might not make it back. Okay, and if you don't know this song, anybody might watch, don't know this song, you probably just think I'm fucking cuckoo. Let me tell you, both are true. Okay, now back to the issue at hand, which everybody already knows and nobody cares about. But they should. Okay. Again, Geoff, Jeff. I don't know how to say this. Geoff Keighley has attempted to trademark the Game Awards. This move could cripple independent creators and smaller outlets that run their own video game awards, like Stuttering Craig of Side Scrollers and his upcoming The Real Game Awards show. And like I said, the Stuttering Craig Side Scrollers is not particularly interesting or exciting to me, but I fully support him doing the Real Game Show Awards, whatever he wants to title it. Because, yeah, he may eventually go somewhat corporate. You have to some extent if you want to keep it going big and all, like Viagra. Yeah. But the Game Awards is going so corporate, it's ridiculous. And you can't have any faith in it. You can't depend on it. It's all going to be corporate, sell out through and through. Okay. Keighley, I don't know how to say it. Keighley started the Game Awards in 2014. At the time, the event celebrated gamers and the games they loved. In the decades since, it has grown into a corporate outlet for a very bloated game industry, often pushing agendas and towing shill corporate lines in an attempt to net exclusive trailers and announcements from huge studios.
Oh, that figures.
The Game Awards winners are decided by a jury of industry experts, which consists of games journalists and establishment access media outlets like IGN, Polygon, Variety, and PC Gamer, along with a public vote. However, the public vote only counts for 10% of the results, while the media jury gets 90% of the vote.
Oh, that's bullshit. Shouldn't the
every time I fuck up, I have Daxonar here be like, I got it.
Yay!
Okay, you were saying?
Shouldn't the gamers themselves get the majority of the vote instead of the other way around?
Fuck
You
yeah,
would
they
think.
should.
Yeah, it should be the people to vote.
Yeah.
Always the people.
When I was younger, I was a heavy gamer. I was ridiculously in the games. Of course, I had kids, and I had to, life hit me like a freight train. I always had some connection with games. Whether I'd play the hell out of an MMO till I got tired of it, went to the next one. There would always be 2 or 3 games I'll bounce back and forth between. Calling myself a gamer today, I don't know. I might fit into the casual to, medium, but I'm definitely not a hardcore gamer. I believe Phoenix is more of a gamer than me.
Yeah, every time you see him, he's got his game going. Whichever game it may be at the moment. I know he was playing Wukong for a long time.
Okay, so what are you playing now?
Well, right now, I'm replaying the Wukong on New Game Plus, actually.
New Game Plus?
It
must be a
game,
good...
Nude Game Plus?
No! What kind of... Oh, no! What are you into?
Okay, let me rein this in and say, us gamers should get the vote, especially those who like to test out or play all the way through the latest games, especially those. And to continue this, Kaylee's show even features a category called Games for Impact, which essentially celebrate the games that injected the most DEI that year. Kaylee described it as recognizing a thought-provoking game with a profound pro-social meaning. Bunch of gibberish.
Okay, I see what's happening.
Oh, damn. He hit the nail on the head now, didn't he? he hit the monkey on the penis. Monkey.
But
monkey.
I see what happened to him.
Wouldn't that make a good song? Honky monkey.
Honky monkey.
It could be jazz, it could be blues, it could be funk, it could even be rap.
Yeah, classic rock.
Funky honky monkey.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Funky honky monkey.
But I
Fuck
see
that
what
donkey.
happened.
Wait, I went too far.
I see what happened here. He put this in the show because they've paid him to do it. I mean, they got to him basically.
Oh, but of course, not got to him. I mean, more like he broke his neck running to him is what it was more like. I mean, this goes back to 2014, and there is prior evidence of how he was full on ready and willing to be a corporate sellout.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, YouTube personality Smash JT brought this issue to light in a video on his official channel simply titled Geoff, this motherfuckers, Kaylee must be stopped. Right now, I will say Smash JT, he does break news, that nobody else has. Sometimes he's very clean about his performance and the way he does everything, and very informative. He's got some top quality stuff. It lacks the snarkiness of Hypnotics or my own, it doesn't have such bullshit flying around everywhere like I like to do, but he deserves the attention he's getting.
Yeah, he does.
He's informative. He likes to play it clean and cool. Yeah. Okay. Kaylee earned the nickname Dorito Pope during an interview with LevelSave.com back in 2012. The interview featured excessive advertisement for Doritos and Mountain Dew, which led to gamers granting him the dubious moniker.
I don't. That's not a good look, I don't think.
Whoa, you mean the Doritos and Mountain Dew because that's what gamers crave.
Yeah.
You go about to play a game, don't do it without your Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I mean, myself, you know, I know what it's like to get in the zone in gaming. It's like, I want to play some badass music and I'm going to play the shit out of this. I'm going to, you know, say it's an RPG and you want to get deep into the story and deep into, I get that. I've been there. I didn't so much down Mountain Dew and Doritos, but I'm just speaking for myself.
So what did I think? All gamers are junk food addicts? Is that what they think?
Yes, because they did indeed, a lot of them, not all of them obviously, but yes, a lot of them down Doritos and Mountain Dew. And before video games, you know, were such prominent things like this, back when they would play D&D, they would get a lot of Doritos and Mountain Dew. It was always a young people hangout kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
When it wasn't Doritos, it was pizza. Now, that being said, I've been in that environment, but for the most part, I was in an environment where us young people had whiskey and weed.
Which makes you in weed, which makes you eat pizza and all that stuff.
Yeah, I know what it's like to get the munchies, but in the way it made me personally feel, you felt that's emptiness, like you want to consume, but logically, I knew that was your body wanting something, you know, in your system to absorb the effect, and it's not actually hunger.
Yeah.
Jeff Cayley seems like a synthetic person. I feel like Doritos have more of a soul.
They do.
He's on to something. He is absolutely correct on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I don't even have to show a video. Look at this motherfucker. Just look at him. Not him. The one below.
Oh, I can see it. I can see it.
He's like, I will eat your soul with Doritos. Okay, so yeah, he is now, because we have stuttering Craig of side scrollers, you know, getting money to launch his own game awards. The first one being virtual and you know, raise enough money, and the second one onward will be a physical event. And when you have people coming forward to do their own thing and they you know, bring it, you know, back it up, it does scare the corporate, the big ones. If even they're making $1 billion a year, it still scares them, because they know people are sick of their shit and they know people will flock to something new. So he's trying to patent the words game awards so no one else can commercially use those words for anything.
Oh shit! You can't.
Not only that,
the word.
Worse, he's emailing fans and requesting that they file the U.S. You bitch! Popped on another page. Okay. USPTO on his behalf. So not only is he filing, he's telling other people file this as well, because maybe they'll shoot me down, but they won't shoot all of us down. Essentially.
Oh, okay. That's some nefarious stuff.
Hell yeah, it is. I mean, you know, you can bet he's at least a multimillionaire, if not greater than that.
Yeah.
And he is so afraid of some small startup, the real Game Awards. And yeah, I'm not about to watch the Game Awards. I'm like, fuck these rich ass motherfuckers, corporate sellout bitches. Of course, I'd rather watch the real Game Awards coming from a streamer closer to the communities that I know, that's more likely to tell the truth. Although I think that Stuttering Craig he's closer to a fence sitter, but he is, you know, leaning to the average person like us.
Yeah.
How we think.
Yeah.
It bugs me that he's as much of a fence sitter as he is, but still it's something.
I would be more willing to watch that too, because it feels more real. Everything these days feels so fake. Everything's fake. You can play the video now if you want.
Yeah, of course I can.
Oh,
Are you giving me permission?
That is
Do I have your permission? Oh, please, Massa, please.
That's become painfully clear over the last.
The white man said I was free.
Woo!
Why ain't I free? I can't do accents, or I'm bad at mocking and imitating. I'm really bad at it. Fuck it, I'm gonna try it anyway.
Last couple weeks is that the people who work in this industry and write about this industry that you love hate you. It's one big club and you are not in it. In fact, did you know that the Game Awards are voted on by those?
Obviously, if you didn't know, that's from George Carlin. And I would go so far as to say he was a comedian, sure, but he was a great mind, a great thinker, and I appreciate him.
Exact same people. I mean, look at this list. It's IGN and Polygon and Variety, for God's sakes. It's an elitist, outdated system, and it's had way too much sway in the video game industry for way too long. I've been talking about video games online for almost 2 decades now and been playing games like longer than that, but I have never seen the video game industry this toxic. It is time to get our voice back. Now, look, I'm not telling you I got this whole idea mapped out because I don't. I don't even have a name for this yet, but it's become painfully obvious that this is very much needed. Year after year, over and over again, after the Game Awards, people say there has to be a real award show.
Okay. I'm not even gonna let him finish. Well, I appreciate what he's doing with this award show. He bores the fuck out of me.
Well, you could at least get it off of this particular frame here.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Is anybody else about to fall asleep during that?
Well, to tell the truth, I wasn't really paying attention.
Okay, well, I appreciate what he does and what he's doing with this Real Game Awards. I very much appreciate it. The fucker bores the shit out of me. You know what's funny? He's got subscribers and views out the fucking ass. I mean, really?
You
know, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could be like blah 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 and play it clean and cool.
There is no way you could do that.
I want to have fun. I want to be snarky. I want to be a smart ass.
Oh, you want to be yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't change your fucking colors, you know?
This is very true.
I don't think this group will ever be clean. We can't be. I don't think this group.
I don't know about you, but I take a bath.
I feel dirty. I feel so dirty.
Even dirty over here.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So the Stuttering Craig, right? He goes, looks like I need to trademark. Fuck, if I can read. Looks like I need to trademark the word real soon, so nobody can use the word real ever for anything. Of course, he's being sarcastic, but go for it. Do it. Do it. Wouldn't that be funny? He passed that shit.
That would be funny.
Okay, people have filed for trademarks and they have passed, but it always gets revoked. You know, I don't remember the exact examples, but people's there was a smut romance novel writer that did that once and it got overturned. It always gets overturned.
Well, it should. I mean, you can't really trademark a word. It's just
well, no,
stupid.
that's the irony of it. It has been done in the past and not overturned. But you would have to have a lot of clout and a lot of money to keep that trademark.
I did not know that. Well, I guess you learn something every day.
You know, we have done a fucking piss poor job in covering this. My idea was to like clip it and make videos out of it. But I think I'm a little too tipsy for that.
Maybe a little bit.
Just a touch.
Touch too much.
Oh no.
Oh, goodness. Good.
You stupid.
Fuck. Computer's insulting me now. Okay. Okay. Let me collect myself.
Did you lose your vape again?
Nah, not this time.
Okay. But
Okay, what we have here. Now this is some out there shit. Kind of, in a way it is. Steam is an unsafe place for teens and young adults. U.S. Senator warns Gabe Newell of more intense scrutiny from the government if Valve doesn't take action. Extremist content. Is it just me, or is that sentence? That sentence is fucking me up.
if Valve doesn't take action against extremist content.
Okay. Okay.
I'm about too drunk to do this.
Yeah. U.S. Senator Mark Warner comes less than a week after. He comes less than.
Oh, good job.
Okay, now.
Oh my! Oh God!
It's not just me this time. Wait, let me try this again.
Wait a minute. Oh God. Okay. Wait a minute. We all got to collect ourselves. Okay. Oh God.
Why did you do that?
U.S. Senator Mark Warner comes less than a week after an ADL report accusing Steam of normalizing hate and extremism in the gaming community. So I guess he really got off on it.
I guess so.
Took him a week.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. You need to quit. What are you doing back? What are you doing? Your microphone's going crazy.
I'm getting my steam off.
Okay.
Oh,
Lord.
Okay. Less than a week after the release of an ADL report accusing Steam of normalizing hate and extremism in the gaming community, U.S. Senator Mark Warner has sent a letter to Valve boss Gabe Newell asking what the company is doing to combat the rise of extremist content on the platform and warning of further scrutiny from the government if Valve doesn't play ball. So they want Valve to play with balls.
Okay.
Maybe it won't take them a week if Valve does that.
But wait a minute. I'm a little bit confused because what
Aren't we all?
extreme content?
But I know what gender I am. Okay. I seen I can't find a page on it, but I seen doofus, what's his name? Asmongold do a video on it. He's a bit of a doofus, isn't he? I generally agree with what he says, not everything, but generally. But he does come off a little doofus like. But he broke it down. And the mass majority of their complaint is Pepe the Frog. Are you familiar with that?
What?
Yeah.
The frog?
Okay. The original artist of Pepe the Frog was essentially a liberal and hates that the fact that it's being used by conservatives. But it's a sarcastic thing, you know, it's a sarcastic meme. Pepe the Frog, you know, it's kind of like we're laughing at you, you know, when you use that, you know, emoji or whatever, right? Oh, in my time they called them emoticons, but anyway. I guess they became emojis when they turned into pictures, but whatever the case. Pepe the Frog is the mass majority amount of their complaints. So yeah, Steam has groups, and in these groups there are some hate groups. Most of them are joke groups.
Oh, okay.
Most of them are Pepe, but they cite, like, I believe it was 1.8 million complaints, you know, of extremism and hate crime.
Oh.
And they're saying if Valve doesn't enforce the rules on their communities, that the government will make it really difficult for them.
Oh, that's not good.
They're doing this probably because Democrats are on the way out and they're finding any target that they deem vaguely conservative, maybe, or doesn't
Yeah.
play with the, play the reindeer games with the rest of the gay reindeer deers.
Yep. I think Phoenix is about to pass out.
I understand why Rudolph didn't get up in that. They probably all want to play with his nose. It glows. It glows. Rudolph, what do I got to do to make your nose glow? Okay. Warner also warned somewhat ominously that if Valve does not adopt industry standard moderation practices, whatever that means, it will face far more intense scrutiny from the federal government for its complicity in allowing hate groups to congregate and engage in activities that undoubtedly puts Americans at risk. Oh no, Valve's putting us at risk of what? Of what exactly?
Having fun, I guess.
I think we've lost the Dixon R.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, he probably had to go do something else.
He's probably watching Hypnotic.
Probably.
That goddamn Puerto Rican.
Oh. You're awful.
We speak American here.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so silly.
Okay, that's all I have on this. Converse amongst yourselves.
Well-
Selves, not talk to yourself. Selves as in collective.
I think Phoenix is about too drunk to talk.
I'm not too drunk to talk.
Oh, let me continue on this just for a moment more. This Mark Warner, who's raising hell at Valve, Steam, Valve Steam.
Yeah.
The main company is Valve. Turns out Senator Mark Warner is bankrolled by Disney.
Oh, but of course.
And Disney, who pumped $1.5 billion into Steam's chief competitor, Epic Games. So do you get where this is going?
Oh,
You get
yeah,
the-
yeah.
You see why this is happening?
Yeah, yeah. Oh. Well, it all makes
Yeah.
sense.
This first comment here. As expected, these cunts always have a hidden agenda. Politicians are some of the most corrupt people on the planet, and it's actually so predictably depressing.
Yeah.
Vote, motherfucker, upvote.
Yeah, they're right. I mean, didn't Steam start out as a person that had a kid that was in the hospital all the time, and they would get games up because they kind of had to, because their kid stayed sick a lot.
I really
that
don't
kind of
know
thing.
if that is true. I've not heard that story. I really can't speak on that. I know
We'll
Gabe
have to-
Newell is a chubby man, but he's done great things for games and gaming.
I'll have to look into that because I think I read that somewhere. But yeah, this makes perfect sense.
Black Myth Wukong is the lowest rated game to get a Game Award Game of the Year nomination. Okay, I know Black Myth Wukong was put down by the industry because they didn't hire a consultant agency. So they tried to blacklist them at every turn, underscored them, hid them, talk bad about them, probably hundreds of articles talking crap on them. Okay, so it got rated very low, right? Still, it gets nominated for a Game of the Year nomination. Which I don't think it's the greatest game out there, but compared to the rest this year, yes, it should win.
Yeah, for the year, it's definitely the best one of the year.
That's
No doubt.
ridiculous. It got the lowest rating. I mean, the lowest.
Wait,
There's
let
some.
me say it. Let me say it in ghetto. For real, for real.
For real.
God.
But there's definitely some lying out there. There's definitely some cheating. I'm sorry.
Let me say it in monkey. Ooh, 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 ooh.
but they're gonna say that stupid Dragon Age game got a great rating and that game got a low rating. No. There's no way. There's no way. Phoenix, you played that game. Tell me, what do you think about that game?
Star should, I don't know if it's the kind of game Star would like, but I will say if you speak much on it, you probably should have at least played it at some point.
Yeah.
Well, I seen some playthroughs on it and it looks amazing.
You know, it's messed up, right? You know, from the shared Steam account, right? I have it installed, but I have never played it. But typically, I don't play much straight action games in most cases. I like them more RPG style, like the Cyberpunk. I'm really into that when it has RPG type, ish elements in it.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3, of course. I love the hell out of it, despite it being kind of weird. But I love the hell out of it. I would play it more, but it is so damn time consuming. It is. Ooh, it will eat your days up.
I played A Plague Tale, and that was pretty good.
It felt like, it was heavily story driven.
Yeah, I like games like that are story driven.
Was the Plague Tale the one who plays the rat, or was it the one with the rats all in the city and the plague going on?
There's two of the games actually. One's something Innocence. I don't recall.
Okay, and I know you know what I'm talking about now. Okay.
Says the problem is literally every single other game has ever been nominated for Game of the Year award, and the Game Awards has a higher score. The lowest score for a game before Black Myth Wukong's nomination was jointly held by Control and A Plague Tale Requiem, which could only manage a score of 82 on Metacritic for a variety of reasons. Well, I think they're like not saying the part you don't say out loud. They're not saying that Wukong was buried and falsely given a lower score. They're not saying that part. Be fair, I've not read the whole article, but it does seem like it's geared that way.
It was buried, and it's sad, and it's true. I don't know.
Other games that are quite close to Black Myth's Wukong score include Stray, that was the cat one, Resident Evil Village, The Outer Worlds, and I have played The Outer Worlds, and I kind of like it. It's not the greatest, but it's good. It's fairly good. It has a lot of RPG elements. Reminds me a lot of oh fuck, my mind's blank now. Fallout. Some of those Fallout games. It reminds me a lot of that.
Yeah.
Even Player Unknown Battleground and Hearthstone were more highly rated, but Black Myth Wukong differs slightly in that there are games that were released this year that are much more highly rated, yet were snubbed for the grand prize anyway. Now, Black Myth game, you look at the sale numbers, they were just outrageously high. I mean, they're the second highest selling game ever, I believe. And they're going to rate it low. Well, apparently the users, the people, the audience, the gamers don't agree with that assessment. So, yes, they buried it falsely.
Yeah. They were just mad because they didn't buy into all the DEI stuff.
Oh, Phoenix, you played the game. Tell me, what are your thoughts about it?
I think it's a really fun game. The story is good. The animations are good. Cinematics are good. The action is really fun. That is what really drives it. You have all kinds of different
based on the
variation.
classic. It's based on a great classic story as well.
Yeah.
Well,
I like literature myself also, so that also makes me like it even more.
Here, the article confirms that it was a smash success on Steam, smashing records when it launched. So, yeah, clearly that low user score is by the industry and not the gamers.
Yeah, when I watched Twitch a lot, and when it was first out, most of the people on Twitch was playing it, and you could just watch it anywhere, and I did watch a lot of it on Twitch, and it's a beautiful game. Even though I'm not much of a gamer myself, I do watch games sometimes. And trust me, a lot of people were playing it.
I remember the numbers you showed me, Noise, about it, and those numbers were through the roof on day one. I mean, just through the roof.
Yeah, and then they were like, the next day, they were like, why is the numbers drop so much? It must suck, huh? You know, it's like, well, people's got to sleep.
Yeah.
It's not an always on game. It's like you play it, you beat it, you're done with it. But they couldn't wrap their minds around that one.
Yeah.
I guess they expect people not to have a life.
Or maybe they couldn't wrap their surgically implanted lips around it.
Oh, ew. Ew. Ew.
Okay, now check this out. You remember back in the day, the Pokemon Go was everywhere, and everybody was like, going around, I'm looking for my Squirtle, you know, walking in traffic and walking in stores, staring at their phones. And I was like, you dumbass zombies, right?
Yeah.
That was just my take on it, right? Because I was an adult and I seen a bunch of kids like coming out for the first time ever, seeing sunlight and people. And they're like, I'm so proud of myself. I went outside today. But they were like walking in traffic and just, you know, being a nuisance, staring at their phones like zombies, walking everywhere. But check out I'm just going to play a minute or two of this, but check out what he's got to say about it.
Okay.
Pokemon Go is using your phone's camera to build a CIA-backed 3D map artificial intelligence engine. If that's not a load of buzzwords from the most ridiculous plot of the most ridiculous spy thriller movie ever, I don't know what is. If we saw that as the plot synopsis of a new Mission Impossible movie, every single nerd around the world would rightly say that's ridiculous. A 3D backed, a CIA backed 3D map artificial intelligence engine. That sounds nuts. That sounds crazy. That sounds like a weird conspiracy theory fever dream, but it's actually a real thing and it's really, really happening. And I kind of told everyone that it was happening back in 2016. And I'm not even joking on this. They are bragging about it. Niantic Labs, the company behind Pokemon Go, has released a new blog post on November 12th, just 1 week ago, bragging about how they are collecting millions and millions and millions of photos from everyone playing it in order to create this 3D AI system that sounds like a dystopian nightmare. Just to give you a little background on this. Back in 2016, when Pokemon Go was really taking off, back in those early naive days of smartphoniness, I wrote an article talking about the connections between Pokemon Go.
Okay, so did everybody take that in?
Yeah.
Did he say it was spying on us?
Pokemon Go was a backdoor to the CIA to watch you. It activated both cameras at once to watch you and to record everywhere you went because they couldn't get cameras indoors of places. So they devised a way to, and they used Pokemon Go to do it.
Oh my God, that is creepy.
So you can imagine when they were seeking that rare Pokemon that they had to go to a very specific place to find. That's because the CIA wanted that spot mapped.
Oh, that's messed up.
As if Pokemon couldn't get any creepier. Knowing what we know about Pokemon now and what they've done to it.
Well, I kind of figured they could do that anyway, but that just makes things even creepier. And they were just using that app for that, and it seems so innocent this whole time.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah,
I guess.
You might remember when we were mocking all the dumbass kids that they were proud of themselves for getting out and walking around looking for Pokemon on their phone.
Yep, I remember.
You remember when we would see them walking in the middle of the road and sidewalks, not watching where they were going?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wandering in stores and and then I'm betting, I don't know this, but I'm betting they would appear at people's properties trying to get in their house.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised.
Oh, that is creepy.
It says,
But
well, kids, looks like Daddy's working for the CIA now. Dad, you're just driving around the park playing Pokemon Go.
I'm not,
So, there's a lot of this happening, actually. Everybody's like, they're not really spying on you on the toilet. Yes, they are. When you're making your O faces, when you're turning Japanese.
Well,
they're in fact, there was somebody, that a woman that got busted for bringing home hundreds of dick pics that she got off of people's phones, because the phone, the cell phone company providers, they do indeed watch what you do, and they take pictures and everything, all of that. They do indeed spy on you. How can somebody get busted for collecting people's personal dick pics and taking them home if they're not spying on you, if they do not have direct access to everything you do on your phone?
Ew.
That is true.
That's disgusting.
If we got viewers, speak up. I'd like to hear from you, even if it's just Dixon R, which I'm always happy to have him.
So
I think we lost everybody.
I guess you better be careful on what you do on your phone. You're always being watched. Always.
Yes, you are always being watched, and don't be a fool. Don't doubt that. No matter how much they deny it, it is absolutely true. And it's like, hey, let's put a camera on us and give them a show.
Yeah.
Don't do the nastiest shit, but it'd be so nasty. It won't even turn on a LGBTQ person.
Oh God, that's bad.
It will make Satan cringe.
Oh God.
Oh.
8th grader
check this out now.
charged with felony after paying for lunch with a real $2 bill. Denisha Neal, a 14-year-old 8th grade student at Krista McAuliffe Middle School in Houston, Texas, was accused of using counterfeit money after she attempted to pay for lunch with a $2 bill. "I went to the lunch line and they said my $2 bill was fake," she said in an interview. "They gave it to the police. They then sent me to the police office. A police officer said I could be in big trouble." Apparently, they were unfamiliar with this rare yet completely legitimate form of currency. School officials called Denisha's grandmother, Sharon K. Joseph, right away to ask her if she gave her granddaughter the bill, telling her that the currency was counterfeit. Forging money is a felony after all. However, after an investigation, police from the Fort Bend School District determined that it was, in fact, genuine. $2 bills were first introduced in 1862, and while they might not be commonly used these days, one would think that perhaps somebody from the school would have known that such currency exists. Maybe the school's officials could use a history lesson. Share this strange story with you.
Okay, now this makes me feel old as fuck, because I remember when $2 bills were in regular circulation, and now we're having people freak out, call the cops, arrest kids because it's counterfeit because they've never seen a $2 bill before. That is gay as a $2 bill, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember $2 bills.
That's an old saying, by the way, gay as a $2 bill. And I
Yeah.
guess maybe that saying started when $2 started being rare. And that saying probably went away when gays got to be as common as $1 bills.
To be honest, I've never seen a $2 bill in my life. Never.
I have.
Have you seen a 50?
I have.
I think I've seen a $50 bill. but never a $2 bill. And of
What
course,
about
I've seen
a 50-cent piece or a silver dollar?
I
Seen
remember
silver dollar.
I remember when 50-cent pieces and silver dollars were in circulation.
Phoenix, I know you seen a silver dollar, but you didn't see the original silver dollar. Apparently, they still make them now, but they don't look like they used to.
I wonder what they used to look like. I have the internet. I could always look it up sometime.
They were bigger than quarters.
Yeah.
But it's funny how time changes and these things, they just disappear.
Well, times will always change and more rapidly than we realize, but what really astounds me is how quickly the past is forgotten. You know, it's kind of like I was born in the 70s, so I grew up with a lot of things from the 50s around me because people didn't buy new stuff every 4 years or 1 year back then. Their stuff would be handed down, you know, parent to child to grandchild, because for one, stuff lasted longer back then. So, you know, my family used stuff from the 50s and possibly older. So and my parents were from the 40s and 50s. So I knew a lot of references dating back to the 40s even. And I used a lot of things dating back to the 40s. But if you get somebody now to say, for example, born in the year 2000, it's like they don't know that anything ever existed before the day that they were born. And things were never like that previously to them.
You want to have a little fun? Put a rotary phone in front of a kid now and watch them. Or a cassette.
Here's my
or
question.
VCR tape.
Oh God, yeah, VCR tape.
A Walkman.
They're in a school with one wouldn't a history teacher know of a $2 bill, and two,
of all places, a school should know this.
Yeah, schools definitely know about that.
Wouldn't there be someone at least old enough to remember that? Wouldn't they have a teacher at least 50 or 60 or even 40?
When I was in school, I had teachers that were 80 even, literally. You know, they kept them forever.
Yeah.
But it seems like the thing now is to hire the fresh out of college ones, which are usually, you know, cross-dressers and all such. Not always, but usually they're into that lifestyle heavily. And yeah, like I said, if they were born 2000, to them, the earth and history did not exist before 2000. Time started when they were born. And it's like there's a certain failure for them to understand anything before them. I don't understand that.
Maybe
education, the education system is sorely lacking when you have teachers that don't know basic history like that.
Well, you know, even take, for example, I was born in the late 70s, and I knew very well of stuff like the Lone Ranger and Gilligan's Island and you know, and so much more.
Yeah.
That was before my time. But I guess it was because back then you had TV with reruns and, you know, they showed classics, and now it's like you choose what you like and you can, you know, and then it will put you in an echo chamber and think everybody likes that. So they get stuck on one thing and that's it. That's it for them. They can't discover anything else because they don't have randomly playing shows or on a radio randomly playing songs. So they don't discover. They have no way to discover. They can't even search themselves and find out who they are because everything's an echo chamber.
Yeah. Well, I remember being a kid, and if the president came on television, your night was screwed because he was on every damn channel, and you only got 2 or 3 channels.
You know,
that was it.
It's a hilarious thought. In the time of the internet where you could search anything, everyone's stuck in a hive mind thinking the same thing on the same channel. And back then, everyone was so different when them having similar channels and radio and all that. It's weird. You think people would be so different with the internet, but they're not. They all think the same and they are the same.
Well,
the moment that a group of people says we're different, they're a group. Clearly, they're the same.
Well,
Yeah.
there's pockets of people on the internet that are fighting against the hive mind, basically. They're small, but I think they do exist.
Well, kind of like us.
Yeah. Well,
We exist. There are more of us. There are more of us. There are more of us.
More
Yeah.
of us.
but anyway.
Okay, here. You've heard of Sweet Baby Inc. and you know the trouble they bring. They have made themselves a Japan branch, a Japanese branch.
No.
Sweet
no.
Baby Nippon. Yes, Nippon. The Sweet Baby has a Nippon.
Oh no.
To help police manga stores of things they feel are inappropriate for global audience. Are you fucking serious?
Oh no.
Oh,
Now they're attacking manga at its source.
I hope the Japanese government fights this mess
The
because
Japanese government are more resistant than America is, but they have already went great lengths to accept much of it.
oh no. Well, surely to God they can see what kind of confusion and trouble it's causing everybody over here and go against it. I mean, surely to God.
I honestly doubt they will resist that hard.
DEI is taking over Japan now.
Well, there goes manga and anime and all that stuff.
Nothing's going to be safe. I mean, at least with those things, they were just fantasy, and now they're gonna be filled with all that crap too.
Yep. If
I
something
hate to
don't
say
change-
it.
Well, I think they're getting geared up to do stuff really quickly because once Trump gets into office, he's vowed to combat that kind of thing. And everybody knows whatever the United States does, that affects the whole world because other governments will kind of follow suit.
Here, while they're waiting on the results of who was going to be the next president, we have somebody here. XQC finds out on stream that Kamala Harris is going to lose the election and tries to cash out his $835,000 bet on her. Get that, $835,000. That's near $1 million bet on her. But unfortunately, he lost $700,000.
That's a lot.
That's
We can do this. Alan. Didn't need it. Oh my God. Didn't need it. I agree. Didn't need it. This guy's career is flashing in his eyes. At least you're not him, right? Career? This guy's like 90 years old. His career's over, okay? He's like making money. Oh, these guys are looking more lively. Oh, come on.
Look at his face.
Fucking caffeine over there. He's got the Red Bull. We can do this. Alan. Didn't need it. Oh my God. Didn't need it. I agree. Didn't need it. This guy's career is flashing in front of his eyes. At least you're not him, right? Career? This guy's like 90 years old. His career's over, okay? He's like making money. Oh, these guys are looking more lively. Yeah. Come on, look at him drinking fucking caffeine over there. He's got the Red Bull.
Yeah, I don't know how much of that you could follow, but he was betting on the election results and lost big.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with one final story here. Zoom in a little bit.
Oh.
Okay. Power lesbian. I don't know what they mean by power. It's like you're a lesbian and then you're a power lesbian. Anyway, power lesbian Corey Burke murders her father with an ice axe in an election night meltdown at Seattle home.
Oh my God.
Corey Burke, 33, allegedly struck, stabbed, and strangled her 67-year-old Timothy Year old what? Her father. Oh, damn, that's a weird word. Timothy Burke in a fatal attack at her $800,000 Seattle home on November the 5th. Burke, a training manager at Jeff Bezos' rocket and spacecraft company, confessed to killing her father after he refused to turn off the lights, according to charging documents seen by DailyMail.com. After emerging from the house with blood dripping down her face, she confessed to police that she freaked out, claiming that there was something important about Election Day. Burke reportedly told detectives that she knew that she could not convince her father to keep the lights off, so went upstairs and retrieved the murder weapon. She then tripped her father and strangled him before attacking him with an ice axe. Burke then bit him and hit him several times in the head and side with the blunt and sharp ends of the ice axe. Cops say his body was found in the basement.
Oh my God.
This is the woman that did this, the power lesbian, not just lesbian, but power lesbian.
What's wrong with her?
She's psychotic, obviously.
She's obviously psychotic.
She was fighting with those gay rights.
Jesus Christ.
She needs locked up.
Oh, she is locked up, I'm sure.
Good. She really needs it.
I know houses are more expensive than they've ever been, but $800,000 looks like it would get you more than that even in Seattle.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
What is this?
Okay,
I like women, but nothing about this is attractive. Nothing. I'm sorry.
I like women. Where my grills at?
Not here.
Oh, that's a reference to a song, but anyway. Where my grills at? The alleged killer is married to trans author Samantha Leigh Allen. They are pictured together.
Oh my,
Oh God.
man.
Burke claimed she knew the killing needed to happen today. According to the police report, she allegedly told police she had to bite her father while choking him because he was too strong. Burke added that she felt better once her father went limp. Burke had apparently smashed several windows and later told police she did so in an act of liberation. After she killed her father, she had reportedly been clapping inside her home when cops arrived. The police report also includes her claims that she'd been reborn on her 33rd birthday last month.
Reborn?
Yeah.
Does she have
Maybe.
schizophrenia?
Maybe she entered and exited her girlfriend.
But this sounds like a severe case of schizophrenia or something.
Kind of does, yeah. But this was, politically driven.
Yeah, that's just horrible. I mean, words cannot describe. I mean, these people are going insane over an election, and
No,
there's no sense in it.
Tell you, the inside of the place looks really nice.
Yeah.
Politics shouldn't drive anybody to do something like that.
No,
Did she reincarnate into Michael Jackson?
evidently.
Yeah, start thinking.
The Blue Origin project manager told police she wanted to help people change their attachment to their parents. Now, how fucking creepy does that sound?
Oh,
Change
God,
their
that is-
attachment. You know what that means?
Yeah. I know exactly what that means.
That is creepy.
Burke's wife, trans author Samantha Leigh Allen, on the left. She has previously worked at the Daily Beast and is currently an editor at Condé Nast, however you say that, has not commented on the allegations against her wife.
Allegations? I mean, they caught her red-handed,
There's a
basically.
dog snoring in there. Anyway, Burke added that she had a strained relationship with her father and said she had been overwhelmed on election day. She added that she wanted to help people change their attachment to their parents. She purchased the home she shared with her father in 2023. Her wife, Samantha Leigh Allen, is an editor at Condé Nast Transgender News website. Transgender News, of course. So I don't know what to make of this story other than she's psycho, and she just happens to be one of these full-on left liberals, which they seem to spit out a lot of psychos. There's like they manufacture them, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
psycho after psycho.
I hear story after story of all kind of manner of psychotic behavior from these people.
I do too. I feel so bad that man lost his life.
Well,
Nobody needs to leave.
I want people to be free to believe how they want to believe, as long as it doesn't infringe on another, as in force them to call you by what you want them to call you, and in other ways, like, you know, the whole bathroom sharing thing. I can definitely see how that is infringing upon another's rights. We're all good. We're all okay. Screw what you want, as long as it's not legal or highly, highly immoral. We don't care. But once you begin infringing on our rights, there is an issue. And okay, that's kind of beside the topic here, where so many of them are turning out to be pure psycho. I don't want to think that people are that way, but the world's proven otherwise to me. And, you know, I can't deny what I see.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, every other day you're hearing about where somebody went nuts and murdered somebody, and turns out they were trans or whatever, or it's just and they're very liberal, every one of them.
Well, look, that's been our show for possibly the week. I don't know what, I might pop on for something. I can never say for sure. That's been our show for now, our weekly Wednesday show.
It was a lot of fun, everybody.
Oh yeah, lots of fun.
Okay, last words, everybody. Last words. Monkey, honky, donkey.
Yeah, monkey.
Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
One last thing. My pronoun is pimp.
Your feelings can't fuck off, you non-binary bitch. Telling everyone we're wrong while you sexualize kids. Keep your pronouns in your pants. This ain't the time or place. Unless you think you can dance, I'll punch that confused face. My pronoun is pimp. The heavens proclaim. My pronoun is pimp. Your feelings can't fuck off, you non-binary bitch. Telling everyone we're wrong while you sexualize kids. Keep your pronouns in your pants. This ain't the time or place. Unless you think you can dance, I'll punch that confused face. My pronoun is pimp. The heavens